In 1993, one of the most serious fast food outbreaks in United States history began. At the center of it was Jack in the Box. At the time, the company was operating across multiple states, serving millions of customers. Everything looked normal on the surface. But behind the scenes, a dangerous problem was forming. The issue started with hamburgers that were not always cooked properly. The beef used in these burgers was contaminated with E. coli. E. coli is a harmful bacteria that can cause severe illness and even death. And the most dangerous part is this: you cannot see it, smell it, or taste it. So people had no idea anything was wrong. They ordered food and ate it like normal. But inside those burgers, the bacteria was still alive. At the time, cooking procedures were not strict enough in some locations. To kill E. coli, ground beef must reach a high internal temperature. But in some cases, that standard was not consistently followed. The burgers were undercooked, and that single failure allowed the bacteria to survive. At first, everything seemed normal. Customers continued eating. Restaurants continued serving. No one realized what was already happening. But soon, something changed. People started getting sick. At first, it looked like random cases. But then, the pattern became clear. This was not isolated. It was spreading. Cases began appearing across multiple states, including Washington, Idaho, California, and Nevada. Hospitals started noticing a rise in patients with similar symptoms: severe stomach pain, vomiting, and serious illness. Health officials began investigating immediately, and what they discovered was alarming. This was not a small issue. It was a major outbreak. Hundreds of people were affected. Over 700 people became infected. Many of them required hospitalization, and tragically, 4 children lost their lives. The outbreak shocked the entire country, so investigators worked quickly to find the source. They traced the cases back through restaurants and into the beef supply chain. The problem was not just one location, it was multiple points of failure. Contaminated beef had entered the system, and cooking practices were not strong enough to eliminate the bacteria. This combination created a disaster. Once the outbreak was confirmed, everything changed. Health authorities responded with urgent action. Food safety rules were updated across the country. Cooking temperature requirements for ground beef were increased. Inspections became stricter, and fast food chains were forced to completely rethink how they handled raw meat. The entire industry learned a painful lesson: that safety cannot be compromised, even for speed or efficiency, because one small mistake can have massive consequences. The Jack in the Box outbreak became a turning point in food safety history, and after 1993, the standards for fast food restaurants were never the same again. It changed how food is prepared, monitored, and served across the entire country, all because of one preventable failure.